Hi, I'm Jethro, and this is my student Rachel, and we're going to show you a couple of poses that will help strengthen and build flexibility for volleyball players. So what we're going to do is start in Virasana Hero's pose. So Rachel is going to grab a block, and she places the block between her, underneath her sit bones. Okay, so she places it lengthwise, and then draws the calves. She uses her hands and rakes her calves out, so the calves are in line with the ankles and the toes. And then draws the inner thighs towards the center, so the knees touch. Okay? And notice as you root down through the sit bone, the spine elongates, and the crown of the head is very light, almost like a balloon on a piece of string. And so this pose, Virasana Hero's pose, allows us to strengthen the quads and the knee joints, and also relieves the tension in the ankles. And then slowly on the next breath, what she does, she's bringing her hands onto her thighs, and the eyes are very calm, face is soft. And she begins Ujjayi breath. Ujjayi is the sound description of the sound of the breath, allowing the chest to expand on the inhale, and on the exhalation, she exhales throughout the nose, matching the length of the inhalation with her nose, exhalation out through her nose. And then she extends her arms forward, interlace her fingers, and then draw the palms out towards the front of the room. Take one inhale, reaching your arms up towards the ceiling. So notice she reaches up, and as she reaches up, she still softens the lower ribs. So this is to help waken up the shoulders. And the next exhale, release your arms by your side. And one more time, inhale, reach your arms forward, interlace your palms, press your palms towards the front of the room. Inhale, reach your arms up, and then exhale, release by your side. And to help with rotator cuff issues, she takes her arms, extends it out to the side, rotates the palms to face the back of the room. So it's an internal rotation of the biceps. So the arms are plugged into the shoulder socket, and then she takes her arms and then brings it back, press her fists together. Okay? And then roll the shoulder heads back, and just sit here in Virasana for a couple of breaths. So if this is easy, you can also come into reverse prayer, bringing the palms together. And then slowly release. Bring your arms in front of you. Plug the arms into the shoulder socket. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, release by your side. And then slowly come into hands and knees to counter the stress from the deep stretch from the knees and quads. Okay, so hands shoulder width apart, knees hip distance apart, feet are untucked. All right. And the wrists are slightly ahead of the shoulders. Her sternum's lifted. Slowly melt the heart. Inhale, lift your chest, arch the upper back. Other way. And exhale, round. Draw the navel in towards the spine. Rounding. One more time. Inhale, lengthening. And exhale, rounding. Waking up the spine, cat and cow breath. And then slowly she comes back to neutral spine. So wrists are slightly ahead of the shoulders, tucks her toes under, press her hips up and back, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. So this downward facing dog allows us to build strength in the arms and then relieve tension in the hamstrings. Okay? So we want to lengthen through the hamstrings, pressing the top of the thigh bones back and make more space in the lumbar area. And then just notice, so the tendency is to shrug the shoulders, roll your biceps away from your ears, making space into the upper back, and then press the shoulder blades into your chest. So sometimes when we play a lot of volleyball or football, we have a tendency to round the shoulders because we're very broad here. So this pose allows us to keep the flexibility here in the shoulder girdle. Okay? Takes one more breath. And on the next breath, inhale, reach the left leg up towards the sky. Exhale between your hands. Ground the back heel. Line up from Back heel, ground the back heel, yes. So we line up front heel to back arch, turn the back heel down, and rise up to Trikonasana, triangle pose. So front kneecap is lifted, yes. And the hands on the block, sorry. So right here, just notice, front kneecap is lifted, we're trying to open up the left hip flexor, so we draw the left hip out, right thigh bone back, tuck the tailbone under, and then from here, we gaze up, and then slowly she turns her navel up towards the ceiling, lengthening the side body. So we want to make length here in the IT band, and also open up the lumbar area. A couple more breaths here. So she lifts more through the left side neck. And then she places both hands down. She steps back to downward facing dog. And then bends her knees, comes down to seated. And then slowly we grab our cross. So very easy. How we finish is grab 2 blankets, we roll them up in 4 ways. Okay? She sits up forward. She sits back down, extend the legs forward, Draws the tailbone against the folded edge of the block. Okay? And then starts to roll down, slowly. Roll down. Rolls the shoulder heads back, palms facing up, and then brings the soles of the feet together. Knees out to the side, Supta Baddha Konasana. Great finishing pose. Allows the circulation to be even throughout the body. Allows the heart to open up, so relaxing the shoulders. And this is great for actually women playing volleyball or on their cycle, because it will actually allows to relieve any pain associated with the menstrual cycle. And then she just softens the gaze and relaxes. And with the knees out to the side, this is a slight hip opener, and she also draws the tailbone closer towards the heels. How do you feel? Feels very good. And thank you for enjoying this class with us. Namaste.